right, so here it is, Attack
Yes.
on Titan, the final season. Yeah, so the final season is finally here. What are your initial thoughts on it?
It's very complicated. You know, like on the other hand, we see like it really gets our blood going that it's the fight of the Titans, like a lot. We see a lot of the Titans like fighting together with different kinds of powers. But then it's complicated that we see the people and what they're going through. You see the Eldians that's living within the Marlians, like what they had to do to survive. But then we also see the people that, the people in Paradise, the people that we actually have followed. We know their struggle. So it's very conflicting.
Yeah. This is probably one of the most complex, in-depth anime I've watched. Actually, show in general that I've watched. Even from season 1 to right now, like every season, the story is getting more complex. It's getting more in-depth. It's getting more tragic, and it's getting more hopeless at the same time, and that's I think Attack on Titan's trait is just hopelessness in war. But yeah, so this season here, so far with the first two episodes, there's a lot to unravel here. So the first couple things that I want to talk about is let's just talk about the fight with Reiner and Eren, and just the brutality and the intensity of that fight. How it was like, the word I can think of is just savage. Just such a savage fight. And this is what, like round 10 with Reiner and Eren. Like, Reiner is like a cat. He has like 9 lives. That guy, every time you think he's down or on the brink of death, this guy finds a way to live. But yeah, that fight with those two, being built up from basically season 2 to right now, I think it's paid off so far. But you know what? This is probably just the appetizer. This probably isn't even like the real fight between them. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on that?
It's kind of amazing. He is the armored Titan, but with a Warhammer power that Eren now has, like, he broke Reiner's jaw right away. Like, Reiner punched him so many times, but Reiner did not break through.
Yeah, it was like 10 punches to Eren, nothing. 1 punch to Reiner, done.
I know, the jaw was just broken, and it's just really like amazing to see, like the fight between them. And like, might I add, when Gilliard even came to, like, it was just amazing that Eren was by himself. No one was there for him, but still no one could touch him.
Yeah, Eren is just a badass. But yeah, so that's what I want to mainly talk about is Eren. Eren as a character from season 1 to now, and how much he has changed. Like, when you see him in the first season to now, it's almost a completely different character. Especially in season 4. And I think Eren is a very confusing character to the fans, and especially to the characters and his comrades of the show. We don't know Eren's full plan yet.
Yeah.
We don't know his intentions.
Like for me, it's confusing because I want to believe Armin. Like, I want to believe that Eren would not do these kind of things, But at the same time, I keep going back to the time, like the final episode of like season 4 part 1, where when they were at the ocean and Eren pointed at the sea saying, "Oh, if we all kill them, will we be free?" And that just kind of breaks my heart, because when he said that, he was like tearing up almost, and it just really, like, makes you feel like it's hopeless. Like, this war is just not gonna be over.
That's Attack on Titan, hopeless.
I know. So like, it's not gonna be over, and so I think Eren is. I feel like in that kind of moment, it just feels like Eren has kind of given up. Like, we came, like, we keep pushing through, we keep breaking down walls, but there's like wall after another, and it's just like it feels it
Which-
feels hopeless.
Which makes sense, you know, because Eren his whole life has lived within a wall.
Yeah.
And I think that's what adds such a dynamic to the characterization of Eren, is the fact that for his whole life he has felt caged like an animal, and that's kind of what Eren's fight has always been, and that's why in season 4 you see how much he is fighting for. He is fighting to never be caged again.
Mhm.
He is fighting for freedom, and I think he's playing the role of a rogue player. Like he, you know, what he said to Armin and Mikasa in part 1, to me, I don't believe it. I don't believe the betrayal. I don't believe what he said to Armin. I don't believe what he said to Mikasa. Like, I don't think those are his true intentions. And it kind of goes to what happened in these first 2 episodes. Armin also does not believe in that. Because if we go back, Armin, Eren, and Mikasa, they grew up together. They are family since they were young, right? And who knows Eren more than Eren? It's Armin.
It's hard to say. Like, I mean, I know Armin was so confused at that time, like, you know, really shocked by all this betrayal. But then at the end, he was trying really hard to convince his, you know, his cadets to just, you know, let's believe on Eren. But then at the same time, I know it's logical, like everything that he's saying. Oh, Eren cannot do this. We know Eren, and us as the fans, like we also, you know, we've been there through their journey and we believe Armin, but there's also a hint of desperation. Like if you look at his expression, yeah, all his words are logical, but he is so desperate to make everyone believe, to be on Eren's side. It's like they're brothers and he is, you know, he's trying to save him, he's trying to protect him. But at the same time, like he's only doing that just because, you know, they've been together for a long time and he would not choose anyone else over Eren. So he's just trying to like make everyone believe in Eren so that they will protect him. But he's not really sure is this really what Eren wants, or, you know, or does he actually have a different plan? Like I'm not fully convinced that he actually believes in Eren.
Yeah. But what he said to Mikasa though, that heartbreaking speech to her, to me that broke Mikasa. Like even you can see that right now in season 4 part 2. These first 2 episodes, you can see Mikasa is still thinking about what Eren said. And to me, I mean, I don't want to believe what Eren said is true, but I mean, if you think about it, like even after Eren attacked his best friend, Armin, and then Armin tried to attack Eren, what did Mikasa do? Mikasa went to Eren's aid, like instinctively, but
without any thought.
Even after Eren told her, like, the only reason that you actually have ever cared about me is because of the Ackerman blood, that you guys are sworn to loyalty and that it's embedded in you to always protect the ones that you are told to protect. But I still don't believe. I just feel that Mikasa just has a bond and has a love for Eren, and it is instinct that she wants to protect him, but I think it is out of love. And I think Eren used that to his advantage. He manipulated the situation, because honestly, just going back to the intro with the lyrics saying I have to lose it all, right? I think Eren knows that. He knows that he has to lose everything and all the people that he loves in order to save everybody, because I think he is going in to this fight and to this to his plan almost like a suicide mission. He needs to destroy everything in order to have freedom for everybody else. Like,
I agree. I completely agree to that. You know, I've seen like so many animes, like one in mine is like Code Geass, where like Lelouch was supposed to be the hero. He was the one who, you know, who was always like against like the politics, but then at the end, like he made like everyone hate him, so that when he is killed, like everyone's like hate was in him, and then when he's killed, then everyone's hate just also kind of goes away and peace kind of came over. And so I think that's kind of what maybe Eren is doing, that he's trying to like make everyone hate him so that, you know, he can give peace at the end for everyone, even if it's for his own sake. But I also think there is a grain of truth in what Eren is saying, because, you know, for you to for someone to give a perfect lie, there has to be a grain of truth in it too.
There is a bigger purpose. You know, Eren is not stupid. Eren is emotional, and that's actually kind of how, when it comes to Armin's character, Armin in general is a very logical character, but when it comes to Eren, he's always emotional, and I think his emotions and his logic, they're fighting against each other right now when it comes when it comes to Eren. So I don't know, I guess we'll see. I still believe that Eren has a bigger plan, and I honestly, to go back to it, from season 3 to season 4, there was a 4-year gap. Yeah. And we don't know what happened in those 4 years. We don't know why Eren went on his own, why he went rogue. We don't know why he chose to turn his back, because at the end of season 3, you see that he's fine with Armin and Mikasa. You know, he's still feeling kind of low that, like, okay, yes, we finally discovered that there's a world outside of the walls, but what's beyond the walls is, it's still not freedom. It's still
more enemies.
Yeah, it's more of their enemies. It's another fight. It's another wall. So let's go a bit into Zeke right now. I guess we'll talk about, I don't know. I guess we'll talk about Zeke when we first see him in the very first episode of this part. When Zeke comes out of that Titan's stomach, reborn, ripped as hell.
I know.
Jacked, you know. Even Flock was like questioning him. It's like, hey, like, how are you still alive? Like, you were just hit by a thunder spear. You should be dead. And even Zeke was like, I don't know, but I remember being in a I guess a plain or a desert, and there was a little girl that was molding me back together, and above him were stars that were the coordinates to the founding Titan's power. So who do you think that girl is? I mean, obviously most people have their theories, but
yeah, like, I really think it's the original, like, you know, the original Titan, like Ymir, because this is the end of Attack on Titan and she was the original, so I think it's just the original, like, meeting the end. It's just for a perfect finale. Yeah, and then we also find out that Zeke has royal blood in him, so it would make sense that she would be there to put him back together, to send him off again to go fight whatever fight that needs to happen. So yeah, Ymir, and there's also a theory that you heard as well, with it might be Historia's unborn child, I guess, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously they're going to explain that, but to me that scene was very, very cryptic. It was very bizarre, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it just gives like more like mystery again, like more mystery, more like unanswered questions. Does that mean Zeke has a bigger purpose, that he was brought back to life, that he was chosen to come back? You know, is Zeke the good guy? Hell no, hate Zeke. No, but Levi has to kill him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, Levi has to be alive. He's definitely alive. Oh yeah. That's another point too, is when it opened up with Levi's body and shards of wood in his face and his fingers like all mangled up, he looked corpse. And when Hanji went down to him and was like, he's dead, like legit my heart dropped. Like it was, but the hope was when Flock was like, hey, let me check his pulse. I don't, you know, this guy, Levi, he's been a thorn in my ass. He's been a thorn in Zeke's ass for how long? I need to make sure there's no heartbeat. Yeah. And when Hanji was like a long pause, I was like, all right, perfect. And then the distraction with Zeke coming out, and then she just bounced in the freaking river, bounced away. I know, but floated away. I'm like, all right, so there's hope, but there's hope, but I don't know how he survives that. Because he's not a Titan. I know, he was in such close proximity, and then, like, you know, Hanji takes him to the river. How does he breathe there? But, you know, Attack on Titan logic. I don't know. I think Levi's gonna become a Titan.
I mean, again, we haven't read the
No.
manga, so we have no idea. We could sound completely stupid right now, but
Yeah.
I think he's gonna become a Titan.
I know, because there's
There's
no
way
way.
that there's
for
no
him-
way that he can heal this quick and then join the fight. Like, he is messed up. He's basically on the brink of death. So.
And he's with Hanji too, which kind of makes sense. He's with Hanji, who does like a lot of experiments, who would, have something in her back pocket.
Yeah. So there's something else there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your favorite character, Gabi.
Oh my god.
Yo,
I hate that
Gabi's
child.
actually starting to grow on me now. I don't know, man. I hated her. Like, that's the one thing I didn't like about the first part of season 4. I mean, it was like the first 4, like it like season 3, it ended with the original characters that we knew, and then season 4 started with these characters that we didn't know, and I wasn't on board with Gabi. Just like everybody else, she's annoying, she's whiny, she's arrogant. And again, we don't know her story at the time. But then as the season progresses, you see, like, she is no different from Reiner. They were both born into hate. They were both born into basically racism, to hate the parodies, the Eldians on that island, that they are the devil. That is her mindset, that like she was basically brainwashed from a little child. Her and Reiner, there is a parallel there, that they both are walking down the same path. When Reiner's job was to join the cadet corps, right?
Yeah.
And in doing so, he kind of became emotionally attached to his comrades, to the people that he trained with, to the people that he went to war with. And in doing so, just like Gabi, he was told at a young age that these are the devils. These are what's going to cause humanity to fall. So he had a hatred for them. But as he got to know them, he realized, no.
And these are the reason that, you Eldians are on this, like, status.
Yeah.
Because of these people.
Yeah.
They were selfish.
But then he got to know them and he realized, like, we're not so different. Like, not everyone here is bad. Like, people that, the Marlians and the Eldians, in a way, they are all the same, right? They are people, and you know what? People are monsters, right? And that's the true, that is the true evil of the world, is that people, right? People are saturated by their environment, so they become what they know or what they are taught. So with Gabi right now, from the first part of season 4 to right now, she actually has, I wouldn't say a 180 change, but like a 110 change. She's like slowly starting to understand the other side of the fight. She's starting to sympathize, and she's starting to realize that, this is the act of war. These are the consequences of war. That war is not a black and white situation, right? So she is changing a lot throughout this entire process. She has seen death, she has killed, but she's also seen the other side of death. After she killed Sasha, she got to know Sasha's parents, and she saw Sasha's friends, and like how hurt they were, right? And how they're not so different. They're all fighting for the same cause. So
It's really hard, because Sasha, like, the people in Parody, the people that we followed, like, of course, we're on their side, and you see Gabi just kill Sasha, and
then
like,
you automatically
you automatically just hate her and want to crucify this child. But then if you really try to think about it, she's just a child. She was brainwashed, for them to be able to, like, go up in higher status in the Marlians, like, they have to, like, kill this devils in the parody. So it's so hard to, like, judge a child for wanting to have just a better life for her family. And so in order to have that better life, she had to bore that kind of hatred towards people that she doesn't know. And it's so perfect that the people who who gave them shelter was Sasha's family, because she was able to see that even after they found out that she was the one who killed Sasha, they didn't hate her. Like, of course, the other child hate her because, she's still young.
that was basically her big sister that died.
Yeah, she's still young. She doesn't really understand just yet, like the war. But then the parents, they understood. You know, if we keep doing this, if we keep bearing hatred, if we kill one person after another, it's just gonna keep boring like hatred, and that's not, you know, that's not how we should live. Like, they're done of war.
Hatred breeds hatred, and I mean, I think that was kind of the turning point for Gabi. I think she started to see, like, wow, like if the roles were reversed, I would have killed you. And then you see that she had a chance to kill.
Oh yeah.
Right. When
Mr. Nile.
Yeah, Nile, and she's the one that stopped. What's
Colt?
Yeah, Colt. Yeah. Colt from shooting Nile when Falco and Nile were coming, and even Nile, like Nile could have easily killed Falco, but he didn't. Like Nile is a family man, right?
Yeah.
And for our final thought on this, kind of want to go over some theories on where the anime is going and how it's going to end. So I have a really weird theory, and again, I could be completely wrong because again, we haven't read the manga, but for Eren's final plan, I honestly feel that his final intention, his final truth will be him killing every single Titan. Like, because Eren has the Founding Titan's power in him, right? And that power is for him. Like, he has full control over it. But I know with Eren, I think Eren has such a hatred for Titans. Like, Titans killed his family. It's destroyed his world. And for him to A, be a Titan, and then B, to work alongside Titans, it honestly must, like, he must absolutely hate that. And I think Eren knows that no matter what, it doesn't matter if Eren, Zeke, Yelena, or whoever in the future has this power, it's never going to be used for good. It's never going to be used as a noble cause. So I honestly feel like, I don't know if it's going to end like this, but I feel that Eren somehow is going to, I don't know, like lure all the Titans to one place, or somehow he's going to wipe off every single Titan, including the Founding Titan's power, so that it can never be used. And again, like there'll probably be a lot more to it, but I don't know, I can see Eren doing that because Eren just wants to be free, right? I mean, there's a scene in season 1, right, when Armin is trying to reach out to Eren when Eren is in his Titan form, but he is I guess decomposed or something like that. I think it was a fight with, was it with Annie or anyways, it was like in one of the earlier episodes of season 1, where basically it's Eren is on the brink of death and Armin yells out to him. It was like, why did you ever want to see the world? Like, why, like, you and I have to go and see the world, right? But why do you want to see the world? And Eren's response is, why, you ask? Isn't it obvious? Because I was born to this world. So in saying that, it's like Eren's freedom, his whole life, has been taken away. He's been caged. Even when he was working with the cadet corps, even when they found out that he's a Titan, he's still been caged. He was always under someone else's thumb. And I think that's one of the reasons why Eren maybe went rogue, or maybe he's tired of being used as a tool, or he's tired of being used just because he's a Titan. So honestly, man, like, he knows it doesn't matter if you're on the right side or the wrong side, this power of the Titans will never be used for a noble cause.
And maybe that's why, like, you know, when Zeke fell down from the tower when he was shot by Commander Magath, like, Eren didn't seem like he was there to save him. Yeah. I think, like, he kind of looked like he was just, like, walking towards him to maybe devour him. Like, like, I don't know. And that's kind of what he's been doing. Like, he's been, like, trying to eat all the other Titans, like, to get their power. So maybe he's trying to absorb all of them and maybe find a way to, like, destroy that power and making them turn into a Titan. And so maybe that's why we're seeing maybe the Ymir, because, like, she started the whole Titan, and now Eren is trying to end it. Yeah,
because there's no way that Eren would ever want to be a part of this euthanization plan. There's no way. Like, Eren wants freedom not for himself, but he wants freedom for everybody. He never wants anyone to feel that they are caged, just like how he's been his whole life. So if he has to sacrifice himself, if he has to like lose it all, just like in the song, I think that's what he's going to do, because there's no way he would do that to his people, the people that he grew up with, the people that, you know, he's only ever known. He wouldn't be part of this plan. But, you know, sometimes, you know, in order to fight the monsters of the world, you have to become one. And I think that's why he's, I mean, it seems that's why he's going along with Zeke and Yelena. But, you know, it is his true intention, man, to get all of the founding Titan, or all of the original 9 Titans powers in him. Maybe to finally get rid of like the Titans power once and for all. So, I mean,
but we don't know.
I guess we'll know. I mean, we could be 100% wrong. We probably are. Anyways, yeah. So that's kind of basically a discussion of the first 2 episodes. You know, it was probably pretty bad, but you know, it's our first video, so
yeah.
But yeah, we'll do a review on episode, what is it, 78?
Yes.
Sometime next week. Looking forward to that.
Yes.
So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you think of these last 2 episodes. Tell us how wrong we are, because we probably are. But yeah, thanks.